Welcome to our guide on how to plant sunflower seeds. Sunflowers are not only iconic garden plants, but also symbols of happiness and warmth. In this video, we'll walk you through the simple and rewarding process of planting sunflower seeds in your own garden. Growing sunflowers can bring joy and beauty to any landscape. Sunflowers, Helianthus annuus, are beloved for their striking appearance, with their vibrant yellow petals and imposing stature. But beyond their beauty, sunflowers are fascinating plants with unique characteristics and growth habits. These cheerful flowers are native to North America and have been cultivated for thousands of years by indigenous peoples for their seeds, oil, and as a food source. Today, sunflowers are grown worldwide for both decorative and agricultural purposes. One of the most remarkable features of sunflowers is their heliotropic behavior, meaning they track the movement of the sun throughout the day. In the morning, young sunflower buds face eastward, and as the day progresses, they slowly turn westward, following the path of the sun across the sky. This phenomenon is known as solar tracking and is thought to enhance photosynthesis by maximizing sun exposure. Sunflowers are also known for their impressive size, with some varieties reaching heights of up to 12 feet or more. Their large, broad leaves capture sunlight efficiently, fueling the plant's growth and development. Additionally, sunflowers have a deep and robust root system, which helps anchor the tall stems and provides stability in windy conditions. In terms of their life cycle, sunflowers are annual plants, meaning they complete their entire life cycle within a single growing season. They typically germinate, grow, flower, set seed, and die back all within the span of a few months. This makes them excellent choices for seasonal garden displays or for providing a burst of color in the landscape. Sunflowers are also highly attractive to pollinators, particularly bees and butterflies, who are drawn to the abundant nectar and pollen produced by the flowers. In addition to supporting pollinators, sunflowers provide food and habitat for a variety of wildlife, including birds and small mammals. When it comes to selecting sunflower varieties for your garden, you'll find a wide range of options to choose from, each offering its own unique characteristics and benefits. Understanding the different types of sunflowers and their specific traits can help you make an informed decision that suits your gardening goals and preferences. One of the first considerations when choosing a sunflower variety is its ultimate size and height. Sunflowers come in various sizes, ranging from dwarf varieties that grow just a few feet tall to towering giants that reach impressive heights of 10 feet or more. Determining the available space in your garden and the desired visual impact will guide your selection of tall or compact sunflower varieties. Another important factor to consider is the flower type and color. Sunflowers exhibit a wide range of flower forms, including single-flowered varieties with a large central disc surrounded by bright yellow petals, as well as double-flowered varieties with multiple layers of petals for a more ornamental appearance. Additionally, sunflowers are available in an array of colors beyond traditional yellow, including shades of orange, red, and even bicolored blooms. For those interested in harvesting sunflower seeds for snacking or culinary use, selecting a variety with large, plump seeds is essential. Certain sunflower cultivars are specifically bred for their seed size and flavor, making them ideal choices for seed production. Conversely, if you're primarily interested in sunflowers for their decorative appeal, you may prioritize factors such as flower size, color intensity, and petal arrangement. Consideration should also be given to the length of the growing season and the climate in your area. While sunflowers are generally adaptable and can thrive in a wide range of conditions, certain varieties may be better suited to specific climates or growing zones. Be sure to choose varieties that are well suited to your local climate and soil conditions to ensure optimal growth and performance. Finally, take into account any specific features or characteristics that appeal to you as a gardener. Whether it's a particular bloom shape, petal arrangement, or growth habit, selecting sunflower varieties that align with your aesthetic preferences will enhance your enjoyment of these beautiful plants throughout the growing season. Timing is crucial when it comes to planting sunflower seeds to maximize their growth and blooming potential. Sunflowers are warm season annuals that thrive in full sunlight and well-drained soil, making them perfect candidates for summer planting. However, the optimal timing for planting sunflower seeds can vary depending on your location, climate, and specific growing conditions. In most regions, the best time to plant sunflower seeds is in late spring or early summer, once the danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed up sufficiently. Sunflowers are sensitive to cold temperatures and frost, so it's essential to wait until the soil has warmed to at least 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius before sowing seeds directly into the ground. For gardeners in cooler climates or areas with shorter growing seasons, it may be necessary to start sunflower seeds indoors several weeks before the last expected frost date. Planting seeds indoors allows for earlier germination and establishment, giving sunflowers a head start on the growing season. Once outdoor temperatures have warmed up and the risk of frost has passed, seedlings can be transplanted into the garden. In warmer regions with longer growing seasons, sunflower seeds can be planted directly into the garden once the soil temperature reaches the desired level. Typically, this occurs in late spring or early summer, depending on local climate conditions. Planting sunflower seeds directly into the soil ensures that seedlings establish quickly and begin growing vigorously as soon as possible. When planting sunflower seeds, it's essential to choose a location that receives full sunlight for the majority of the day. Sunflowers thrive in bright sunny conditions and require at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight to grow and bloom optimally. Avoid planting sunflowers in shaded, partially shaded areas, as they may become leggy and fail to produce abundant flowers. In addition to considering temperature and sunlight requirements, gardeners should also take into account the specific variety of sunflower they are planting. Some sunflower varieties may have different growth habits, flower sizes, and maturity dates, which can influence the ideal planting time. Be sure to read the seed packet or plant label for specific planting recommendations tailored to your chosen sunflower variety. Before planting sunflower seeds, it's essential to prepare the soil to provide the best possible growing conditions for your sunflowers. Sunflowers thrive in well-drained soil that is rich in organic matter and has a slightly acidic to neutral pH level. Here's how to prepare your soil and plant sunflower seeds for successful germination and growth. Start by selecting a sunny location in your garden with well-drained soil. Sunflowers require full sunlight to grow and bloom optimally, so choose a spot that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Avoid areas that are shaded or prone to waterlogging, as these conditions can hinder sunflower growth. Next, prepare the soil by loosening it to a depth of about 6 to 8 inches. 15 to 20 centimeters, using a garden fork or tiller. Break up any clumps of soil and remove any weeds, rocks, or debris from the planting area. This will create a loose, friable soil texture that allows sunflower roots to penetrate easily and access nutrients and water. Once the soil is prepared, incorporate organic matter such as compost, aged manure, or peat moss to improve soil fertility and structure. Spread a 2 to 3 inch 5 to 7.5 centimeters layer of organic matter over the planting area and work it into the soil using a garden fork or tiller. This will enrich the soil with essential nutrients and improve its water retention capacity. After amending the soil, create planting furrows, or rows spaced about 18 to 24 inches, 45 to 60 centimeters apart, depending on the variety of sunflower you're planting. Use a garden hoe or rake to create shallow trenches in the soil, ensuring that the rows are straight and evenly spaced. Now it's time to plant the sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are relatively large and easy to handle, making them ideal for direct sowing into the garden. Plant the seeds at a depth of about 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters, and space them 6 to 12 inches, 15 to 30 centimeters apart within the rows. Cover the seeds with soil and gently pat them down to ensure good seed-to-soil contact. Water the newly planted seeds thoroughly using a gentle spray or watering can to settle the soil and provide moisture for germination. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged during the germination period, which typically takes about 7 to 14 days. As the sunflower seedlings emerge and grow, thin them out to maintain the proper spacing between plants. Thin seedlings to a final spacing of about 18 to 24 inches, 45 to 60 centimeters, apart within the rows, allowing each plant plenty of room to grow and develop. Once your sunflower seeds have germinated and the seedlings have emerged, it's essential to provide proper care to ensure their healthy growth and development. Sunflower seedlings have specific requirements for water, nutrients, and sunlight, so let's explore how to care for them throughout the growing season. Watering is crucial for the growth of sunflower seedlings, especially during the early stages of development. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged, as excessive moisture can lead to root rot and other fungal diseases. Water the seedlings deeply at the base of the plants, allowing the water to penetrate the soil and reach the roots. Monitor the soil moisture regularly and adjust your watering schedule as needed based on weather conditions and soil moisture levels. During hot, dry weather, sunflower seedlings may require more frequent watering to prevent wilting and stress. Aim to water in the morning or evening to minimize water loss through evaporation and ensure efficient uptake by the plants. In addition to water, sunflower seedlings require adequate nutrients to support their growth and development. Fertilize the seedlings with a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer every 2 to 3 weeks, following the manufacturer's instructions for application rates and frequency. Choose a fertilizer that is formulated specifically for flowering plants or vegetables to provide the essential nutrients sunflowers need to thrive. Sunflowers are heavy feeders, meaning they require ample nutrients to support their rapid growth and prolific flowering. Look for signs of nutrient deficiency, such as yellowing leaves or stunted growth, and adjust your fertilization regimen accordingly. Avoid over-fertilizing, as this can lead to nutrient imbalances and other problems. Sunflower seedlings also require plenty of sunlight to grow and thrive. Position them in a sunny location where they will receive at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight per day. Rotate pots or trays regularly to ensure all sides of the seedlings receive equal sunlight exposure and prevent them from becoming leggy or leaning towards the light source. Monitor the seedlings for signs of pests or diseases, such as aphids, slugs, or powdery mildew, and take appropriate measures to control them. Remove any damaged or diseased foliage promptly and treat affected plants with organic or chemical pest control products as needed. As sunflowers grow taller and develop larger blooms, they may require additional support to prevent them from bending or toppling over, especially in windy or rainy conditions. Supporting and staking sunflowers is essential to ensure their stability and promote healthy growth. So let's explore some effective methods for providing support to your sunflower plants. One common method for supporting sunflowers is to use stakes or poles placed around the perimeter of the planting area. Choose sturdy wooden or metal stakes that are tall enough to reach the desired height of your sunflowers, typically 6 to 8 feet or more for taller varieties. Drive the stakes into the ground at least 6 inches deep, spacing them evenly around the outer edge of the planting area. Once the stakes are in place, gently tie the main stem of each sunflower plant to the stake using soft garden twine or plant ties. Be careful not to tie the stems too tightly, as this can restrict growth and cause damage to the plants. Instead, loosely loop the twine around the stem and tie it to the stake with a simple knot or loop. Another method for supporting sunflowers is to use a trellis or support netting installed behind the plants. This method works well for taller varieties of sunflowers that may reach heights of 10 feet or more. Install the trellis or netting before planting your sunflowers, positioning it securely in the ground or attaching it to a sturdy fence or structure. As the sunflowers grow, gently guide the stems towards the trellis or netting and use garden twine or ties to secure them in place. The trellis or netting provides vertical support for the plants and helps to prevent them from leaning or bending under the weight of their blooms. For smaller or dwarf varieties of sunflowers, you may not need to provide additional support beyond the natural strength of the stems. These compact sunflowers typically grow to heights of 2 to 4 feet and are less likely to require staking or support. Regardless of the method you choose, it's essential to provide support to your sunflower plants early in the growing season before they become too tall or top-heavy. Regularly, check the ties or supports to ensure they are secure and adjust them as needed as the plants continue to grow. From selecting the right location and preparing the soil to planting the seeds, watering, fertilizing, and providing support as they grow, you now have the knowledge and skills to cultivate beautiful sunflowers in your garden. Remember to choose a sunny spot with well-draining soil, and keep an eye on moisture levels to ensure your sunflower seeds germinate and thrive. Be patient and attentive to your sunflower plant's needs, and you'll be rewarded with vibrant blooms that brighten your garden and attract pollinators.